Your forecast on this Monday, Julie, it is a drier start to the week. You told us last week, patience, be ready, and we deserve it.
And we are happy about it too.
I agree. I know everybody that had outdoor activities this weekend were able to get a lot of them done. We did see showers, and it's that time of year we can't rule out completely an all-day event without rainfall just because we do see some of that low-level moisture in place. But today is very similar to what we saw over the weekend. Mostly dry conditions to start the day. Temperatures nice and mild, upper 70s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, 84 degrees in Key West. Showers starting to roll in just after around 10, 11 o'clock for the Keys. Broward and Miami-Dade, yes, we are anticipating afternoon storms. They're not going to be rain-free, but the storm coverage will not be as widespread and numerous compared to what we're expecting. That's going to move back into the forecast, unfortunately, going into midweek. So enjoy today. We'll start off upper 70s with that chance of showers by the Keys. Highs today in the 90s. It'll be a hot day because we're going to have that lack of precipitation. Let's go to the tropics. We are watching an area in the Atlantic. It has an 80% chance of development in the next 7 days. Models hinting something could develop. Right now it's an unfavorable environment, but things do become more conducive for development as we go into the end of the week and into the weekend as it moves just north of the Lesser Antilles. More on our widespread to numerous precipitation expected back into the forecast with showers and storms by midweek. I'll time that out for you coming up in 10 minutes.
Alrighty, we're taking another look at your roads. Miami-Dade County, you have 2 broken down cars. One of them is the Palmetto Expressway near Northwest 58th Street. My friends who are in the Doral area, you may have to sit in this. Let's take you to your map so you can see what things are looking like, starting to pick up out there as the morning progresses. I'll take you to that broken down car I was just telling you about. It is in your southbound lanes just before Northwest 58th Street. So the right lane is blocked, which is causing all of that delay right there. So definitely give yourself a little extra time. It's not too bad though. It's a small pocket. Over here, another broken down car, I-95 going southbound. It's the ramp to the Palmetto Expressway. That ramp is closed. So if you do need to take the Palmetto and that is the direction you take, 95 northbound, definitely jump off of 95 and get onto the Palmetto through back streets. That's definitely something that you do not want to have to deal with because you'll have to keep going north, which would suck. Let's take you over to 595. Drive times going eastbound, I-75 to us 112 minutes. University Drive to us 17. Be safe.
All right, Annaliese, thank you.
Hey, South Florida, we're taking another look at your roads. You can still see some leftover from this accident right here on the Palmetto Expressway going southbound. This is near Northwest 84th Street, but it's not causing you any delays. Things are starting to pick up here. You can see right there a state trooper on the road, but again, you guys are looking good out there. Let's take you to your map so you can see what that looks like over here. Things getting really busy out there this Monday morning. Let's take a look at that accident again. Right here is where we were seeing all of that backup right there. You did have an accident there, but as you just saw, it's starting to clear up, but you still have plenty of delays. So definitely consider taking the turnpike if this is part of your commute in the mornings. Another area we're seeing some slight delays here is the turnpike going northbound as you approach Sheridan Street. You can see those small pockets of red and orange, but nothing to be too concerned about. You can always take 441 if you see it right there. It definitely looks a lot better for you this morning if that's part of your commute. Let's take you over to some drive times. Broward 595 going eastbound, I-75 to us 119 minutes. University Drive to us 113. Be safe.
Developing rain pictures. Hi, Julie.
Yeah, Michaela, you nailed it too, Eric. It's just such a pleasure. It kind of gives you like a pep in your step. Well, they were behind me, but I'm going to show you the crystal clear skies and dry conditions. It's like, hey, it's a Monday, but it's not a bad start.
Not at all.
So let's get through this Monday and enjoy the forecast. Hey, if you slept through the sunrise, don't worry, I got it for you right here. We are seeing those clear skies. Only clouds were offshore, and watch the sun just break through that cloud cover and provide for this fantastic shot we have from our Fort Lauderdale tower cam. Looks like this everywhere you go. You just heard Michaela talk about it as well as Eric. Temperatures are nice too. We're in the upper 70s. That's fantastic. As for showers, we are anticipating some afternoon storms later today. They will be pushing towards the metro coastal areas, but the coverage of these storms are very isolated to scattered. Nothing numerous to widespread like what we're expecting to return, unfortunately, by midweek. So let's enjoy your Monday and Tuesday. Very similar forecast both days. You got the kids to school, and now it's your turn to enjoy some me time. Get your errands done, get outside and enjoy before those afternoon storms do roll in just after 3. Right now we've got some showers lingering by the Keys. Nothing has pushed on shore yet, but we do have a lot of lightning over the Florida Straits. Let's go to the tropics. All right, we promised you this update. First 10 minutes, there is an area we are watching in the Atlantic that has an 80% chance of development. Meteorologist Amanda Pappas will be joining me very soon on this. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
All right, Queen of Weather, let's take you to your road, South Florida. Happy Monday. You do have a broken down car here on I-95 going southbound. This is just before Brickell Avenue. You can see that you still have a left lane blocked here, but that tow truck just arrived, so hopefully they get that truck out of there and your roads will be moving smoothly. Let's take you to your maps. You can see things are pretty busy out here. Those southbound lanes on 95 always in the red at this hour. Let's take you a little closer to where that broken down car just was. You can see all of that red building up there. You saw that left lane blocked again. Hopefully it clears up soon, but speeds are moving as slow as 10 miles per hour right now. You can always take 441 if you're trying to avoid this. US 1 also looks really good. Let's take you over to another area. We are seeing some delays. Broward County 595 going eastbound. This is just east of the turnpike. You can see here all of this red. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 7 miles per hour. So that's no fun, but you do have just a very small pocket here. You can't take State Road 84 if you're trying to avoid this. I'll leave you with some drive times. I-75 going northbound Palmetto to I-595 will take you 17 minutes, and the Palmetto to Pines Boulevard will take you 8. Be safe out there.
Annaliese, thank you.
14 the time, your Weather Authority team here. Everything you need to know. We begin with Weather Authority meteorologist Amanda Pappas.
Good morning. Thanks so much, Eric and Michaela. We are looking at one area that's developing in the tropics right now. So here's what you need to know. Quick update on this Monday morning that we see this big old blob of red. So what is that? Well, it's the area that we're watching to see our next named system form of the Atlantic hurricane season 2025 here. So there's an 80% chance for development of these disorganized thunderstorms and showers. That's where this X is that you can see right here. Okay, so those thunderstorms are still disorganized. As they get that spin to them, better organized, and what we call that closed center of circulation, that's when we're going to see our next named system. So that could happen anywhere in this shaded red area over the next couple of days. So that's why we have to keep an eye on it. So we are tracking out that spin for you. You can see this circle right here and this big blob of orange. That is vorticity. That's local spin, right? So we're tracking the spin moving to the north and west. This is going to be heading into this weekend, Saturday, right? It's going to continue to then push to the west and northwest. That's one model. That's the European, which normally and historically speaking has been more accurate. Meanwhile, the American model then shows more of a similar track too. So just something to keep in mind. I would say that overall, the big picture here, folks, is that we do have that potential for a tropical system to form over the next couple of days. So that's why you need to always make sure you have that evacuation plan ready to go, a hurricane kit. Never a bad idea to do that now while we're looking out ahead, but no immediate threat to stress about. And we also have to talk about our own local thunderstorms and showers, which there aren't really very many today, I would say, Julie, but that might change.
Yes, by midweek, Amanda, we're probably going to have you out live and covering all of our flood zones again because we are anticipating a better chance of storms by then. Today, you're right, we are seeing a nice dry start and we are expecting much drier conditions till this afternoon. Then we will see some isolated showers, and even with the showers around, we're not expecting widespread precipitation, as the precipitation is going to be very similar to yesterday. Look, where we did see a trace of some rain over northern Broward County, and then you could see 1.25 inches just about Miami, 1.5 inches in Homestead. So some areas will see more rain than others. But as we put it all together, it tells the part of the story that we are still in desperate need for the rainfall, especially across Broward County. We are still in the severe drought conditions for the metro coastal areas of Fort Lauderdale, moderate for much of Miami-Dade. And here's the rain chances telling the story for you. We've got our lowest rain chance this morning into the afternoon hours as well as tomorrow. And then our rain chances really go up by mid and late week. And it's all stemming from the same stalled out front that has been the influence to our forecast for the last 2 weeks. Today is to the south of us. We have some drier air moving in, so no flood threat today or tomorrow. By Wednesday, we will definitely be talking about the possibility of more flooding. Beautiful out there. Look at those clear skies, all that sunshine breaking through the clouds offshore, temperatures upper 70s, dew points in the mid 70s, winds out of the north. Oh, it feels only like the lower 80s. That's fantastic. There have been many mornings, like our friends unfortunately in the Keys have been dealing with the 90s this morning. Many mornings that Broward and Miami-Dade have had their fair share of some of those showers and their fair share of the heat. So let's enjoy. Where we're seeing some precipitation about to push on shore is right here by Isla Mirada, and really that's about it. Once we see these showers push on shore for Isla Mirada and in towards Key Largo, we are dry. Stalled out front to the south of us, drier air moving in behind it, and that's why we're limiting our rain chances today. Afternoon storms possible, but again, they're not widespread. But then by Wednesday, that frontal boundary lifts right back to the north, and that's going to keep us very unsettled. Our rain chances do go up. Headed to the beach, good day to do so. Moderate risk of occurrence for beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be at a light chop, and your 7-day forecast shows you those rain chances increasing by mid and late week. Have a great day.
Thanks, Julie. South Florida, let's take a look at your roads. Right now, you still have this broken down truck here on 95 going southbound as you approach Brickell Avenue. You can see the cone still blocking it off there. There was a tow truck here, but I'm not sure what happened because it left. They're waiting now for another tow truck to come pick this up. It's causing some heavy delays for you in those southbound lanes, so definitely consider taking 441 as you head out the door. 75 going southbound just after the turnpike. You can see all that red there starting to build up. Definitely give yourself extra time if this is part of your commute this morning. Another area we're seeing some delays, Broward County. This is the turnpike going northbound as you approach Pembroke Road. Small pocket of red. Once you get past it, you are in the green. I'll leave you with some drive times. 595 going eastbound. Not looking too bad. I-75 to US 1, 25 minutes. University Drive to US 114. Be safe out there. Michaela.
Not too shabby, Annaliese.
All righty, Julie. South Florida, 8:34 on Monday morning. Things are busy, busy, busy out there. I-95 north and southbound lanes. Your northbound lanes moving a little slower than usual because you do have an accident on your roads. Let's take you there. This right here on your maps is what we're looking at. You do have a small little pocket of red. It's just before Northwest 119th Street. Your left lane is blocked there. That's what's causing all that delay. Southbound lanes also moving pretty slowly, but that's nothing unusual. Let's take you to another area. We are seeing some delays as well. This right here is the Palmetto Expressway going northbound as you approach Bird Road. You can see all of that backup. If you do head north on the Palmetto at this time in the morning, definitely give yourself a little extra time. Otherwise, you can take the turnpike. Let me take you over here to some drive times. 595 going eastbound, Broward County. You guys are accident free. I-75 to US 1, 24 minutes. University Drive to US 115. Be safe out there. Michaela.
Right, Annaliese, thank you.
Alrighty, South Florida, 846. Things are starting to look a little better for you. It doesn't look like it from this point of view, but you do have an accident in your northbound lanes, the express lanes on 95. That's what's causing those delays right there. You can also see some emergency vehicles here on in your regular lanes as well. Southbound lanes also moving really slowly. Let's take you to your map so you can see what we're talking about and what you just saw. This is where that accident is at Northwest 79th Street. So the left lane is blocked there. In your express lanes, you also saw your regular lanes also with some emergency vehicles there. So it's definitely something to consider. You can always take 441 if you're trying to avoid this. Southbound lane, same thing for you. Let's take you over here to, you can see some delays on the Palmetto Expressway near Bird Road. You can see that pocket of red. The good news is that things are starting to clear up just a little bit in those northbound lanes on the Palmetto Expressway. You could see that orange right there. That was all red not too long ago. So that means that's a good sign, right? That things are starting to clear up. You can always take the turnpike though if you're trying to avoid that. 595 going eastbound. I-75 to US 1 will take you 24 minutes. Broward County, you guys are accident free. And University Drive to US 1 will take you 15. This is all going eastbound. Be safe out there.
Annaliese, thank you.
All right, Julie, South Florida, it's 9:01 and things are busy on your roads. If you're headed northbound on 95, take a look at your screen. You have a major accident right here at Northwest 79th Street. You can see that there's several emergency vehicles on your road. It's not just your regular lanes being affected, it's also your express lanes. So you can see you have 3 lanes blocked here. You're still able to get by, but very slowly in one lane in those regular lanes. And in your express lanes, you can see that the left lane is blocked there as well. Definitely consider taking 441 if you are headed out the door and headed north in that direction. I will take you to your map so you can see all of that red really building up there. It's nearly at a standstill. You couldn't even see cars getting by there because of all of that activity out there. So definitely take 441 if that's part of your commute. Some delays here starting to clear up Palmetto Expressway as you approach Bird Road. Still a little red right there, but it's starting to look a little better. You can always take the turnpike. I will take you over here to some drive times. 595 going eastbound. It'll take you about 22 to 15 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there.
And now